We predict that in the future, the use of the death penalty in Syria will decrease.
Syria formed on March 8, 1920. The country's current president is Bashar al-Assad. It has a population of 18.43 million, and its official language is Arabic. The government structure is a unitary dominant party, semi-presidential republic. They created a new constitution in 2012, which limited the Ba'ath Party.
As far as we can tell, men are generally executed more than women. However, due to the executions from ISIS, the gap between the gender gets smaller and smaller every time there are executions. The reason for the executions are mostly due to the civil war.
We think that after the Civil War, executions will not be as frequent as they are currently. However, even though statistics are very hard to find, we believe that rebels are being executed and the Syrian government is not letting other countries or other international organizations know this. We think that statistically, though it'll show a rise, it's actually a decrease because right now the Civil War has made it very hard to get accurate information on executions in the country.
Due to the current civil war in Syria, conditions for their citizens aren't good. People do not speak out against the government in fear of being killed. The government has been suspected of mass executions of members of the rebel army. Since people in the country are afraid to speak out, international organizations such as Amnesty International and Human Rights Watch speak out for them. Amnesty International gives reliable information on executions in Syria every year, but due to the civil war, it is impossible to get accurate data on the executions every year.
Famous examples of capital punishment in Syria is the case of Eli Cohen. Eli Cohen was an Israeli spy who operated in Syria from 1961 to 1965. He developed close ties with political and military leaders. He was uncovered in 1965 and publicly executed in Damascus, despite pleads from the Pope and other countries to not carry through with the execution. We predict that the Civil War will be over very soon as rebel forces are losing.
As you can see in our graph, from 2007 to 2011, at least 34 people were executed in Syria. From 2012 to 2015, there were at least 10 reported executions. Due to the Civil War, it is hard to predict past 2015. Unconfirmed reports number around 13,000.